The world is messed up and it's not going to fix itself. Many have tried to change this, but donating to charities, driving electric cars, and planting 20 million trees are only bandages to a much bigger wound. Although these things help in the short term and prolong the destruction, they will not solve the issue. What is the issue though? Why is the world dying and how did it get so damaged? This may never be answered, but one thing's for sure, humans have caused it and humans need to fix it. To save this world, people need to adapt their way of thinking. Most people view things in opposing parties, black and white, liberal and conservative, yes and no, for and against, when in actuality, problems aren't solved with one solution. Solutions should always be evolving and adapting to better solve the issues. Most of the times, people aren't looking at the final issue either. People argue topics and sides rather than trying to find the cause of the problem. People pick a side to one of the opposing parties instead of finding the reason why these problems even exist. Answering problems by determining which opposing party you side with and therefore arguing whether you are pro or anti the issue doesn't solve the issue. This method only specifies your specific views on the problem. To create solutions to the problem, you need to determine the causes of the problem and find ways to reduce or eliminate those causes. By utilizing this method, you, in turn, create solutions to the issues as a whole. Once the root of the issue and the original problem are found, then a solution can be developed that will help solve the issue for everyone. The solution won't be perfect and compromises will be needed, but it should never infringe on one's life, liberty, or happiness. The solution should always be adapted whenever the problem is not being solved correctly or when people are losing their rights. It is possible to make a change and fix the problems that we have caused, but we need to start now. Many people believe it is impossible to adapt the way others think and the way they view problems because they are too stubborn and closed-minded, or because of their upbringing and the way they have learned that they will not compromise. Compromising and settling are not synonyms though. When settling, the solution is not favorable and is unchangeable. When compromising, a solution is found that may not solve every part of the issue and may even be detrimental to you at first. It is, however, adaptable to better fit the problem and to be more favorable for everyone in the future. People are ignorant of this and believe that once a solution is found that does not favor them, no adaptation will allow for favorability. This ignorance has caused people to be unwilling and stubborn to adaptation and compromise, but they are not unable. It is also not impossible for them to understand this theory, and therefore it is possible for people to adapt their way of thinking. This ignorance should also not be confused with stupidity. Stupidity is an inability to understand, which is not the case with most people. They have the ability to understand, but do not have the necessary information to make the proper decisions and fully understand the issue. Another issue with this ignorance that people have is the lack of being empathetic for others. Being empathetic means you have an understanding of others' views and the reasons they make the decisions they do. To make proper decisions that help everyone, it is necessary to consider the ways others view the same situations. Once everyone's views and concerns are considered, a solution can be formed that better fits the situation and helps to solve the issues for everyone. The solutions may need to be adapted later to better fit the situations as the world changes. To change this world, steps need to be taken immediately to change the way information is provided to people, and people need to adapt their way of thinking to try and see the bigger picture. Instead of taking sides on topics and trying to find fixes to problems, we need to look for the original issue, develop solutions, and adapt solutions to solve the issues that are damaging the world.